welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Natalia and it feels so good to finally be sitting down filming. It has been a minute. I know, I'm sorry, but here we go. In today's video, I want to share with you guys what is on my iPhone. I actually did one of these videos about a year ago, almost exactly, when I first got the new iPhone 11 Pro Max, and so I figured I'd give you guys a little bit of an update on the phone as well. And of course, do not forget to hit that subscribe button down below, as well as the notification bell, so you are notified anytime that I post a video, and you can be a part of the fan band because you're gonna want to. Okay, let's get started. So, quick overall update on the phone. This is my iPhone 11 Pro Max. I've had this since the phone came out. I bought it like pretty much in the beginning, which I never really do, to be honest. I always usually wait a couple of months if I am getting ready to upgrade my phone, just so, you know, if there are any kinks or anything that happens right in the beginning, I can sort of get like the next batch of phones. But here it is, and it is in, I think this color is called midnight green or something. And every time I take the phone out of the case, I forget how nice this phone is on its own. It's such a shame that most of the cases I use end up covering the back of the phone because it is so pretty. This is still, luckily, knocking on wood, the original phone that I got when I bought the phone. So I haven't had to switch out the phone. I have switched out the screen protector a couple of times, but overall everything else is exactly the same. So again, the back is beautiful, still in great shape. My screen protector does have several scratches and like little cracks. I am due for a new screen protector soon, but overall, like, the physical portion of the phone is still very much intact and good to go. Also, this case that I got is from Amazon. I love it. I love cases that are square, that change the shape of the phone. A lot of people are like, why do you do that? If you want that shape of a phone, get an Android. No, I don't want to move to Android. I just like the shape of the case. And so this is the one that I'm currently using from Amazon. It's just a basic marble print. And I do find that it's very protective too, especially with the squared corners. So I really love this case. So now moving on to what is on my iPhone. I like the organization of my phone to just have the main things I'm gonna use, and then we can get into the other stuff. So getting started, here is my screensaver. That is from the day that Brian proposed. It was October 26th last year, so we're getting close to a year of being engaged. I am starting to share like wedding planning stuff because now we're officially getting started, but this has been my screensaver since we got engaged. I'm probably gonna change it soon, to be honest, just because we've taken like our engagement photos and stuff, and so probably update it to something like that, but I don't know yet. Anyway, moving on to the background on my phone. I'm just gonna show you guys a photo of it because I have stuff covering it, but I love it. This I got off of the Happy Planner website, and it says Dream, Plan, Do. I love it. So that's the background on my phone, as you guys can see. Here is the front part of my phone. Yes, I am one of those people that do not clear the red dots and numbers. People look at my phone, they think I'm absolutely crazy and annoying for not doing that, but I don't know, like, I don't know, like, look at how many emails. I don't know if you guys can see. Let's see if this focuses and you guys can see. Okay, so you see my Gmail is right here, 13,227. I do have 2 email addresses on there, so it's a combination of both, but I should probably clear them out someday. I don't know. This is what it is. So anyway, starting over here, I have my calendar, photos, camera, clock, my main apps that I just wanna, again, be able to get to super quickly, along with wallet. The Philips Hue app, this is great. If you guys don't have Philips Hue, like, get on it. You can buy the light bulbs at like Best Buy. I think maybe like Walmart and Target sell them too, or Home Depot or something, and they're LED light bulbs that you replace your actual light bulbs with, and they come in a ton of different sizes and different variations. Light bulbs or light fixtures that are like on their own. You can just like pop them on a desk or in a corner or something, and you can control them from that app. So because I have my lights on and stuff, you won't really see it now, but it's really cool because you get like this whole color wheel, and you can just move it around and change the colors, which I'm doing right now. So yeah, like I can turn the light off completely, and maybe you notice a little bit of a difference, and then here's with it on. Not really. So I love the Philips Hue app because I don't even really turn my light off like physically or manually with the light switch. I'll just use the Philips Hue, and the more bulbs that you add, you just add them all to this one app. They connect to your router, and you can do it from anywhere. Actually, now that's a new update. You can do it from anywhere. Like if you're outside and you want to turn your lights on, or you forgot to turn them off, you can do that in the app now remotely, which you weren't able to do before. So next to that, I have my YouTube apps. I have YouTube itself and the YouTube Studio app, which I use obviously very frequently. I'm a YouTuber, so there you go. I have my email, which stresses me out just looking at it, whatever. I have Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, which are my 3 most used apps aside from YouTube itself. Oh, also one thing I didn't mention is that I am on the iOS 14 beta, which is the new iOS, or operating system that will be coming out in the fall. As you guys know, Apple usually releases their upgrades for developers or employees to start trying, and so I started doing that back when I worked for Apple, and I've just signed up for the betas, and I like to play around with them. I wouldn't recommend doing it though unless you're okay with your phone possibly getting like a little buggy. Like there are some times where I will open apps that won't open right away, or they'll freeze and I'll have to shut them out and start back over. So unless you're okay with that possibly happening, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't recommend doing it and just waiting until the official release happens. But again, I'm like nerdy when it comes to that tech stuff, so I like playing around with it and seeing all the new features. You will notice, if you are familiar with the new features on iOS 14, that I haven't really done any of the widgets. I'm still kind of getting used to them, and so I haven't added the widgets on my phone, which you guys can look into it now. Certain apps will have bigger widgets that you can have placed on your screen, similar to what Android has been doing now for a very long time. But anyway, we've got WhatsApp on there. Then I've got Google AdSense. Then I have Clue. Clue, I'm not sure if I mentioned on my last What's on My iPhone video, but this is on my front page because this is an amazing app. So Clue is just a period tracker app. Today's the last day of my period, TMI, but you can see it here. But I love that it's just this circle, and Clue literally gets so smart as you continuously track your period and your symptoms and all of that stuff. So yeah, it knows automatically today is the last day of my period, and so you can see like when your period's about to come, like on the little calendar here. And then you can see like when you're ovulating, if you're trying to get pregnant, it's a good way to track that. And so yeah, I mean, this is one of my favorite apps on my phone and on my front page because I need it all the time. Next is my New York Sports Club little application obviously, but like for me to like sign in at the gym. I don't know if I'm gonna be leaving New York Sports Club. They shut down permanently the one by me, and gyms were just recently allowed to open as of this past week here in New York. So I haven't gone yet, but I'm thinking of, you know, either maybe finding a gym that is a little bit closer to me than the next closest New York sports club, or just quitting the gym and sticking to workouts at home. Next app is called iTrackBites, and this is very similar to Weight Watchers. I haven't logged anything yet today, but if you guys are familiar with the Weight Watchers app, this is a free version. They also have a premium version that you can upgrade to, but I just downloaded this because I just finished my 2-week free trial of Weight Watchers. So I like this too, and I love that it comes with a little scanner where you can go ahead and scan foods, so it makes it a lot easier. But yeah, so that is one app also that's on my main page. And then another app that I have on my main page is the IGTV app. I'll be honest, I don't use IGTV all that much, but that is the reason why I recently moved it to the front of my iPhone, because I want to use it more. So I just put it right there. Next, getting into the folders. The first folder I have is travel. Now in here I have Uber, Lyft, Via. I have the weather channel because I think weather is a part of travel wherever you're traveling, even if you're going to take a walk. I just threw it in there. I have actually Juno I can delete because Juno doesn't exist anymore, unfortunately. I have Airbnb, Expedia, the JetBlue app, Hopper, Delta, like all of my basically flight apps or trip planning apps are all in my little travel window, little folder. Then we have entertainment, where I have Netflix, Hulu, HBO Go, Fandango for movie tickets, HBO Max. I have Stars, Power, Book2, or however they're calling it now, just started yesterday. I haven't watched it yet. If you guys have watched it, let me know down below with no spoilers what you guys think of it, because I was a big Power fan. I have MTV, the Apple TV app, TLC, just a ton of stuff there. And then I threw the Facebook app in there. I don't really use Facebook anymore, so I kind of just hid it away. Next we have finances/utilities. I broke this app down into things that I want to get to quickly, but I didn't want to have 2 separate folders for. So I have like Chase, AT&T, Capital One, basically all my bill stuff in here, Cash App, Venmo, Digit, which is a great app that I started using a while back to save money. So it basically just pulls a couple of, you know, from cents to dollars from your account every day, and it's a great way to save money. I have Google Maps, my Fitness Pal, which I was using before I started like the Weight Watchers stuff, on and off. To be honest, I know so many people love that app, but I'm not like a big fan of it. I don't know why. Next, I have food. Who doesn't love food? But in here, I just have all the places that, you know, if I go eat there, they have an app. Five Guys, I don't know why Five Guys is like the first app on here, to be honest, because I haven't had Five Guys in forever. They don't deliver, and there isn't one close by me. So yeah, I haven't had Five Guys in so long, so I don't know why that's the first one. But I have Domino's, Seamless, Yelp, Postmates, Starbucks, Uber Eats, literally you name it. This is just my food ordering section. Then newly, I have a folder for wedding stuff. I wish this would focus like a lot easier for you guys to see. I have The Knot, which is the #1 wedding app that I am using. This is where I am getting in touch with a bunch of different vendors and just getting ideas for wedding stuff. I can keep track of like my guest list and all of that fun stuff. So I really like this app. Then I have Wedding Wire, Zola, and The Guest. The Guest I just recently downloaded because I want to have something at the wedding for me, an easy way for me to get people's photos. Obviously I want to try and get as many photos as I can, like with my photographer and stuff, but also the photos that people take like on their own, on their phones and stuff. So I'm still trying to figure out a way to have that, like a group shared folder or something like that. So the guest was the Knots version of that, so I have to play with that and see what that is. And then lastly, I have settings, and then at the bottom, the phone, messages app, Safari, and Apple Music. Yes, I'm an Apple Musicer. I can't get on board with Spotify. I don't know. I love Apple Music, so there you go. Now here's where it gets complicated. So if you guys have seen that episode of Friends where they discover Monica has this like huge junk closet, this is my junk closet. So I feel like the front of my phone is somewhat structured and organized, and I just know where everything is. And then you get to the second part of my phone where literally sometimes I add things in the wrong folders and it can just turn into a mess. So the first little folder or tab is the shopping section. So I have Sephora, Groupon, Amazon, Whole Foods, Ticketmaster for tickets for like concerts and stuff, for shows, SeatGeek, Ulta, Apple, Shein, Target. There is a little tab for Briella. Briella is Brian's daughter, my stepdaughter. So she has her little games on here. She has her own section. Then I have books, which I mainly have Audible on here. And whenever I went through a little phase where I was reading like Wattpad, like fan fiction stories. So I still have that on here. I have the purse forum because whenever I want to buy like a luxury item or anything, I would use the purse forum to make sure that I can do as much research as I can before making a large purchase. And then InstaSize is in there. And you see, obviously InstaSize is not a book or anything that you would read. So that is what I mean when I say that things end up in here that shouldn't. Next, we have more utilities. In here, I mainly stuffed all the crap that Apple just loads onto your phone when you get a new phone. So like the Measure app, iMovie, what else is in here? Translate, all that stuff that I don't really use. But then in here as well, I have Google Drive, Google Home, Zoom, House Party, Poshmark is in here, Social Blade, like just stuff that, you know, if I needed, I could grab from there. Then I have another music section with like Pandora, La Musica, which is an app for like live radio, SoundCloud, Shazam, Spotify, Mixcloud, DJ Camilo, which I don't even know if his app works anymore. Then I have photo and video, which is just apps to like edit your photos. Main one that I use is Facetune, really. Like if I want to add filters and stuff like that or smooth out anything. Photo editor, InstaSize, I just moved in there. So yeah, those are just a couple of apps there. Then I have games like that are my own. A game that I love a lot is Two Dots. I love Bingo. I love Crazy Taxi on the phone, Heads Up. Word Stacks is another great one. Next we have social. These are like apps and stuff that I don't really use, except for Pinterest. I use Pinterest a lot. Tumblr, more Apple stuff, Clips, Keynote, GarageBand, you know, all that stuff there. Then is another lifestyle app where I have some like work apps for my work stuff, like Outlook, Google Calendar. I have the Apple Support app in here, Files. I have the Citizen app on here, which if you live in New York, the Citizen app probably gives you so much freaking anxiety because of all the crap that's constantly going on in New York, like all the crime and stuff. You get a Citizen alert based off of the places that you frequent, so around where you live, around where you work, you know, you'll just get updates for everything, and I mean everything. So it can be very, very like anxiety inducing. So if you get a lot of anxiety, I probably wouldn't recommend downloading the app if you live in New York. So next we have, where was I? Health. So in here I have like meal prep apps, workout apps, Meal Prep Pro, Abs and Core, Yumly, Interval Timer, Zero, which Zero's my favorite app for intermittent fasting. I've done intermittent fasting on and off for a little while now. Zero is the most like straightforward, where you just click start fast and it just has like, again, this little circle, and you can edit it so that you see basically what type of fast you want to do. If you want to do the 16/8 fast, if you want to do a shorter window or whatever, you can customize it. So I really like that app for that. Next we have news, where I just threw in like Daily Mail and all the other news apps there. Then I have another lifestyle app where, see, there's a citizen. Oh god. Anyway, I have Ancestry, DNA, 23andMe. If you guys haven't checked out those videos of mine, make sure you go ahead and check them out. I'll link them up here at the top. Then we have my healthcare app and Unikay Wax. I don't know why Unikay Wax is in there. And then another like healthcare and fitnessy app. These are more apps though that are geared towards like mental health stuff. So like a deep sleep app to help you fall asleep. Then there's this app, this podcast app called Sanity and Self, which has like really cool like little recordings, or I guess podcasts you could say, of, you know, for different stages or different things that you may be going through. And then I also have the CoStar app, which is really cool if you're into like zodiac stuff. I would definitely recommend that app. Then we have home buying stuff. So Brian and I want to buy a house eventually, so here are apps that will help with that. Then these are adult party games. So like for whenever I have my friends over and we want to play some like drinking games or stuff like that, I have those apps here. Some of my favorite ones are like Drunken, Cheers. There's another one, Piccolo, which I deleted, but I'm gonna re-download that because that is a lot of fun. The only thing, you have to pay for it, so you can download it and get like the free trial, try it out, see how you like it. But that app is super fun. Then I have Disney Plus, which I recently downloaded on this phone here. I normally just watch it like on my TV, where I have the smart TV apps. So I need to move that into the entertainment folder. And then another app that I just saw an ad for today on Instagram, and it is called Pantalla, and it is for all Spanish movies and shows, which is great. So you can see like all of these international films and stuff. There's this one movie which I've never seen, but Osuna's in it, and it's called Que Leon, and then there's like a part 2. And I've been wanting to watch those movies, so it's great to have like a little area where you can watch them. So yeah, that is it. I don't have anything else. Oh, this is actually with the new iPhone or iOS 14. You can see that apps are sort of grouped together, that you see when you swipe from your last screen. But yeah, that's pretty much that. And then when you go over on this side, see, this is what like the widgets look like now. So yeah, this area is different now, but I love it. This is everything that's on my iPhone. So if you guys enjoy these kinds of videos, let me know. I will definitely do more of them, as well as like app recommending stuff. I love hearing about new apps, trying new apps, things that are gonna make my life easier, or you know, just something fun that you could be doing with the phone. So let me know if you guys are interested in that kind of stuff. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.